All right, here I am for a quick course walkthrough at a course I've never heard of. It's called Life in Christ Fellowship Disc Golf Course in West Jeff. So this is like the first station here, or whatever you want to say. You walk up, look, they got scorecards for you. How cool is that? Little thing there, I don't even know. Then you know about ticks. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And then they got a lost disc drop-off right there too. So you can be really nice. So anyways, let's see what's up. Hole 1, par 3, 226. You got some trees in your way. So I would say something that's pretty nice about this place that you notice first off is at the tee signs, they've got these brooms to brush off these tee pads, which are rubber, which are the only other rubber tee pads I've seen other than Whitehall. They also have these signs saying if you're walking your dog, clean up their poop. But anyways, so yeah, here's your tee pad. They're a little grippier than Whitehall. They kind of have like a texture to them. It's kind of nice. And then there's your basket straight past these trees.
Nope, that's not. Not what I expected to happen.
These heathen disc golf players. I totally lost where that went. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Okay.
Better than mine.
All right, so walking up to hole 1, these are the trees you gotta miss there. There's a whole line of them. But then really once you get past missing those, it's not really much to fight with after that, really. All right, so I gotta be fair here. This is the basket. Gotta watch touching them, man. You might have to go get you a tetanus shot or something. Looks like they're practice baskets, just kind of with some rocks on top of them. And then also another observation is if you go around this side, it says 18 too. So it kind of makes me wonder if they only have 9 baskets. I guess I could have done a little bit more research, but we'll also find out anyways. Hole 2, par 3, 180 something feet. You got some water over to the right. There's your broom again, man, really nice. Here's your tee pad. You're throwing over this little, like, I think that's like a septic thing, ain't it? Like, isn't that like where you put poop in and stuff? I don't know, I'm a city boy. But there's your basket over there. And then over here is water. Looks like you don't want to go too far past it either because you'll be in the woods. So looks like you got to kind of play smart.
Well, I think you're dry.
All right, so here's walking up to 2, get over this poop mound or whatever it is. Like I said, I think it's poop mound, I'm not sure. But there's that water I was talking about, and there's your basket, and there's 3 tee pads, so you better be careful not to smash somebody. But again, you know, gotta be a little careful with the woods and the water by you. Okay, this hole's crazy. U-Disc says par 4, U-Disc also says 295. We're not going to show any throws here because me and Matt are going to spot each other because this hole's nuts. I'll walk you through it after we throw, but here's your tee pad. Here's what you see. Yeah. So anyways, I don't even know what I'm going to throw. I'm just going to throw something and hope it goes kind of far and hope you can hear me over the train. But anyways, yeah, we'll see you on the walkthrough here. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. There's like a train or something coming. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's still coming. But might want to turn your volume down if you're at work or something, trying to be sneaky. But anyways, here's the first thing you have to throw through. So you have to get through here. One would think maybe the basket would be like here, maybe even here, maybe a little bit further, but no, you're not right at all. You have to go here, somehow magically get through this stuff, shoot through this little tiny hole. I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. Past this, over these little trees, And there's your basket right there. I have no idea how anyone would ever tee this. If you tee it, hit me up. Hole 4, looks like another doozy. Thankfully it's a par 4, 247 it says. Here's your tee pad. You gotta throw through this pretty small tunnel, and then it is quite a bit over to the left too as well. There's about 2 shots to the basket. One if you end up short, one if you end up long. I think it would be best if you end up long, but you also don't want to end up in those woods. So here's something else that we noticed. They've also done a really cool job here. They like sprayed something to where your circle 1 is like basically dead grass more or less on all the baskets. You can see it there. You can see it on this other basket as it goes all the way around. And it's like a perfect circle. Looks like an alien like crop dust thing or whatever the heck they say all this corn circles. Yeah. I crop dust. Those are corn, whatever. I don't know what they are. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, why am I putting in? Oh,
Kicked out in the middle.
perfectly. Why am I putting anhyzer on that thing? All right, so here's walking down this like tunnel to 4. I didn't really have the best shot by any means, but I ended up in the middle thanks to this tree. So it's kind of nice. I'm right here. I actually might have a slight shot to the basket, as you can see right through this tunnel. Wicked. Hole 5, par 4, 235. I do appreciate the par 4s because these are not easy holes. I was just saying to Matt, this is where you take somebody if you want them to hate disc golf for their first time. Like, hey, you want to go play disc golf? It's fun. Let's go here. They would hate it. So you cannot see the basket. Ideally, there was like 3 trees down there somewhere. I don't even know if you can see those from here. But anyways, you want to end up somewhere down there and it curves to the left. Again, we'll kind of walk you through there so you can see it after we throw.
I think that's gonna look good.
Dude, that is exactly
Yeah.
what you want to do. Exactly. All right, so here's walking up 5. Still don't see my disc, but I thought it was good. These were the trees I was aiming for. And then there's your basket. Dude, just tucked in there, man. That is crazy. They're really testing your faith here. All right, so here's my disc. Thought it was great. There's the basket. Not great. I definitely needed to be like over there a little bit shorter than I was, because now this is probably going to be a par rather than a birdie. Breaking news. I got a birdie! Hole 6, par 3, 150. Do not be fooled. We just walked it, and this is a very difficult hole. Starting with this tree right in front of you, like literally. We're standing on the tee pad. There's the tree. The basket's like over this way, but then you have to like throw. You have to throw like, I don't even know. We'll walk it and show you at the end here. If you get a 3 on this, that's great. Little maintenance here.
I see where they got the broom.
I know where it's at.
Dude, did you see all those bugs? Did you catch that? Like a million bugs.
You do not have a good approach.
Definitely mulligan time. If I hit that thing again, we're leaving.
We're cutting the tree down.
All right, so here's walking up to 6. So here's this little narrow pathway. And then you gotta like curve around this way. And then you think, okay, it just must be straight. And here's me and Matt's discs, which you'll see aren't great. And then there's your basket. Oh my gosh. Hole 7, par 4, 328 feet. Dude, this place is not easy. Matt swept this thing for us. So anyways, you got to get through there. And then you got to get through these other trees, and then you got to get through this like little narrow thing to get to the basket. So, yeah, I don't know. They're really testing you here. You just need to be right of that tree with the black stuff on it.
Tiny gap for me to hit.
Oh, it's a tiny.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm not very good.
It's a tiny gap for anyone to hit.
You're out. I don't know where it went, but it's out.
I think that's all you can hope for on this hole. All right, so here's walking off of 7's tee pad. Here's that black tree with the pipe you want to miss. Here's a little sign telling you, hey, 7's this way, don't get lost. And you come over here, Matt's pointing at discs, but these are the trees you had to miss once you get out here. We both kind of landed in this area, which, to be fair, is kind of where you want to be, because now you have another pretty decent throw to the basket there. All right, so here's walking up again to the basket. Shut up, Siri. So you basically just got to get through here and miss that. Don't throw too far, which I think I kind of did. I'm on the woods line, I believe. But anyways, there's your basket. And again, you got that circle. Really nice. Ooh, look at Matt's approach. See it right there. That's wicked. Hole 8, par 3, 247. Looks like it's a little bit more straightforward of a hole here. Here's your tee pad. There's a picnic bench. There's a trash can. There's a bench. So basically you can't see it, but you can see the tee pad there, kind of. Yeah, you can see it right there. It's probably about 30 feet to the left of that. Pretty much the same length.
I kind of lost it. Oh, back there.
I really like that wraith.
Yeah.
Dude. All right, so here's walking up to 8. Not a whole lot to fight with, like I was saying. A little bit more of a straightforward hole than the past, like, I don't know, 5 or so that we've played. But just right there is your basket. Just make sure that people aren't teeing off at the next tee or you might kill somebody. Hole 9, you're halfway, thank goodness. Par 3, I think it says 295, I believe. I'm sorry. Here's your tee pad. And it's not that basket you can see. It's like over here to the left more, but pretty much it's just like the last hole, maybe just a little bit further. Just tucked in there on the left.
Oh, no.
No.
I might have been around that tree.
You bombed that.
All right, so here's walking up to hole 9. There's your basket there. Definitely outdrove it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is a little, like right outside that circle. Yep, you can see it. Ooh, there was Matt's approach. That was good. Hole 10, par 3, 279. It basically is the repeat of the last 2 holes. So if you didn't like the last 2, you get a third chance. It's over that way.
Oh, lost it in the sky.
I think that's good.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, so here's walking up to 10. Those are those trees you had to throw right past. Look at that. They got a nice little picnic bench, trash can again. And there's your basket. All right, those last 3 holes were basically the same holes. So you ready for something really different? 531 feet, par 5. Here's your tee pad. You got to throw through that gap, and then it's just far, far, far. Just throw as far as you can.
Come back. Come back, time lapse. Come back. Go.
All right, so hole 11. I believe it's that one. So it's still a bomb. But remember, this is par 5. Hole 12, par 3, 296. Brooms again on every tee pad so far. There's your tee pad. Look at all them leaves just falling. Oh man, it's about to be fall. Gotta get it through there. And the basket's like past those trees. You might be able to kind of see it. I'm not sure, but we'll kind of walk you out there. Oh wait, I think there it is. Maybe. No, those are leaves. I don't know. whatever. You'll see it in a minute.
Honestly, that crosswind makes me almost curious to throw the fireball. It's blowing that way. This may not come back in as much as I want it to.
Dude. Dude, you flicked that thing far, dude. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's a crap lie. That's looking good. You're in the gap right where you want to be.
We definitely took two different approaches at it, that's for sure. All right, so walking up to that hole, got a couple gaps to hit here that you could do, but obviously that one's the biggest one for sure. I think mine's over here somewhere. Hopefully I got a shot. But anyways, yep, there you go. There's that basket again. They do a good job of reusing the baskets, man. Hole 13, par 4, 283 feet. We had to walk it for sure. This sucker is tucked in there. So basically, you gotta throw and try to be right of like that like bushy thing right there. Try to be like right around there, but past that grouping of trees. Because then you gotta throw into the woods through a really short or really narrow tunnel basically. So good luck.
Come around, come around. That's good.
All right, so walking up to 13, there was that bush that I was kind of telling you to aim for, but you kind of want to be to the right of it. Siri's talking to us again. Whatever.
I'm right here.
Matt's pointing to his disc. I think mine must be up here somewhere. I don't know. We'll find it in a minute. But anyways, you got to go through there. You still can't see it, but you got to throw through that tunnel right there, and then the basket's just a short bit to the right. Okay, so here's walking into that shot where I was kind of telling you can't see the basket. You basically got to throw through this gap here. And then right there. Hole 14, par 3, 178. Do not be fooled. It's another very difficult hole. You also have a Mando straight ahead. You can see that painted there on that tree. Got to go that way, then you curve in, then you go the other way. It's ridiculous.
Yep. You did what I did, but a little bit better.
All right, so here's walking up to 14. Here's your Mando.
You can't make that turn.
Ooh, Matt's there. That's pretty good.
Right there. You can't make that
Right
turn.
there. So basically, your target more or less needs to be this tee pad, really, because the hole is right there. So you got to like get out at least to, actually, you need to get a little bit past this tee pad so that you can come back in and get a 3. Yeah, right. All right, so I lied to you. Me and Matt both got par on this hole. So from where we were, we tomahawked over all this crap, and then you basically just land in this opening here. That's pretty much the only way to get par on this hole. Hole 15, par 3, 219, very difficult hole. But something to note, when you look at U-Disc, it ends up like saying like holes, you leave from 14, then you go to 6, then 5, then 4, which is weird. I can't explain that, but just so you're aware. But anyways, very difficult hole. Here's your tee pad. Gotta throw through there, Tree City, and then it's back that way. We'll walk you through once we throw here.
I'm going to hit these trees. I'm not good enough to hit this gap.
You got it. Woo!
Dunk.
Honestly,
That was looking really good until I hit that tree.
oh!
Nice. Nice kick.
Oh, yeah! That was the gap I was aiming. All right, so walking up to 15. Here's all those trees. Pinball. Tell you what, man, it's hard to get anywhere past this. But we got a little bit past it. And then you can kind of see the basket, I'm hoping, on the camera there. Yeah, it's right there. Keep in mind, this is a par 3. Gonna be difficult. Hole 16, par 4, 273. We had to walk it. This thing's nuts. This line they're talking about, dude, is just bonkers. It would be like through that. Like, you'd have to be a hobbit to fit through that thing. So we're not doing that. We're gonna throw that way, and the hole is out that way. So basically, that like cluster right there of tree thing, if you could get like just short of that, you have a shot to that basket.
You did what I did.
No, it's coming.
Is yours coming around?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. You dropped right over there somewhere.
Past the stuff. All right, so here's walking up to 16. Sorry, there's a train coming by again. Gonna be kind of loud, I'm sure. I apologize. Here's where you're wanting to aim for that. That's your basket right there. 316, baby. Hole 17, par 4, 297. We are back to the crazy hole. You'll remember this one, but we are not going to film us throwing because this is just primed to lose your disc. But you throw through that and throw to the right, and you got cut all through again. We'll take a walk together in a little bit. All right, to be honest, nation, take a walk with me on possibly one of the hardest holes that I have ever seen in person. So here we are. Walking, and then you got to curve in through this crap somehow. Definitely got to go over those trees. Go through here. There's my drive. Then you got to go through there. Look at Matt. He's waving. Got to go all the way through here. And then there's your basket. That is nuts. Oh, and I didn't tell you, the pond's over there too, so you don't want to throw very far. So just be careful. Hole 18, you have made it. Par 3, 193. Don't walk on the mound, even though we did it earlier, sorry. Here's your tee pad. You can barely see the top of the basket over there. See it? There it is.
Yep. That's it.
All right, so here's walking up to 18. Got that poop mound. Then hole's just right over that crest. A little further, but you get the idea. Congratulations, you've done it. Okay, so finished up. Man, honestly, this is probably the hardest course I've ever been to in my life. Some of these holes are just very stupid. You need somebody to spot. We didn't lose a disc. That's a good thing. Had a couple good throws, had quite a few bad throws. They do a good job of keeping this really nice. I mean, the grass is decently manicured. I mean, in the areas where it needs to be, it is manicured. The tee pads are super nice, man. They got that little grip on them. Got the brooms. Got trash cans scattered through there occasionally. So if you do have a little bit of trash, just take it with you. I would say shot variety here is off the charts. You need to be all around a really good disc golfer. I think I threw 3 down, maybe with a little bit of helping myself, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely if you're out this way, it is worth it, and you will test your limits and find out if you actually are a good disc golfer or not, for sure. Definitely not a beginner course. All right, take it easy. Let me know which course to go to next. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Make me famous. God's always watching, people.
Who be on this disc golf, baby?